tips to up your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last gameplay tip is a takeover to equip on your best player. It's called Flash, but we call it Blur. Equip this on your favorite player, and whenever he has takeover, if you run at the defender's hip, you'll get an automatic blow-by every time.
Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce will be with us courtside. And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, we got Risache, Trae Young out there with Edwards. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Jovic in at the 4. And for the Pistons, we've got Jared Allen. Alex Caruso is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Brandon Miller, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Coach, we're still very early in the NBA season. When you were coaching, what was your focus around this time?
Early in the season, Brian, really in the entire season, but especially early, you just want to try to be getting better every single night, making the corrections from one night to the next, and just keep growing as a team.
Now here's Edwards. Tries again, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Instead, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his heiress, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Throw good. Edwards will stand for the Detroit Pistons. The rebuild continues.
Well, Brian, it's a process that almost every franchise has to go through at one time or another. You just hope players don't feel lost in the shuffle and they keep playing their best basketball.
Good on both. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And we're about a minute into the first. Pass to Risache. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nails it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Here's Allen from 6 feet out. He nails it.
With a soft touch around the basket, when Allen gets good looks inside, he's able to capitalize.
Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3, and that one's good. Jovic.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Miller, the pass to Dort. From the top of the key, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Dort.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Jovic. Porzingis for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Come on. Players as tall as Porzingis, they aren't supposed to shoot it like that.
And he's going for the lob. And it's Allen who slams it home.
No stopping Allen there. His length makes the play almost too easy.
Pass to Jovic. 4-3. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Jovic has got 6.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Counted from distance. Porzingis has got his second basket on the night.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Here's Miller. Fader on the way. And Young pulls it down.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Detroit calls timeout, and this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
Here we go, guys. Time to get loud for Supreme Team.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Some changes for Minnesota. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot-blocking teams. 5th, the Timberwolves.
They had the bodies and the energy needed to be a strong defensive team, and they made it hard for opponents to do damage.
Knocked away and stolen by Diallo. Pass to Bailey. Down low. Here's Carrington. And he buries his first look.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Pistons trail by 11. Here's Filipowski. Here's Mamukelashvili. Sinks it from distance.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by Vincent. Ooh, ripped away. Outside Johnson. Counted for Vincent. The Timberwolves lead by 6. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Filipowski, the pass to Johnson. Another three for Detroit.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Carrington. Pass to Watson. Shot clock at 5. And he jams it home with authority.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now here's Edwards. Still without a bucket. Pass to Diallo. They shoot again, and that one good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. Now here's Vincent, guarded closely. And there it is for him. Vincent's gotten his second bucket.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Here's Carrington. Banked it in off the glass.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Vincent outside. Shoots from 12. The shot no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's Minnesota up 9. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Trae Young. Hayden Watson is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Anthony Edwards, and it's Risacher in at the small forward position. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Okay, do it, KP.
Superb concentration by Porzingis. Good at staying under control and pushing through the contact.
Toward outside to the paint. Caruso against Edwards. And it's good for two. Caruso's got his first points of the game.
Well, Caruso can make those difficult shots, especially when he gets good position.
Young can't hit. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 7. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage.
Minnesota calls timeout. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jovic is checked in. Caruso against Edwards. Pass to Risacher. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And out on the wing, Zach Risacher has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
No good on that one.
Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Risacher as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. It's his first trip to the line.
Jarrett Allen, 2 shots.
That free throw misses.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
That one's no good. Here's Miller. The shot, no good. Good D by Porzingis. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood, with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Yeah, Young does a great job of this. Using the dribble to put you on your heels, and then he pulls up and shoots the ball.
Now here's Caruso. Here's Allen. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And they recover it. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two. And that's going to be a foul on Minnesota. And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a three-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. And he hasn't even grown into his body yet.
That's good for Miller.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Miller hits them both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Minnesota leading by 5. Young, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Rizachet. Pass to Jovic. Miller pulls it in.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Caruso, the pass to Dort. Back to Caruso. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Caruso's got 5 now.
And Caruso knows how to catch defenses off guard. Great work off that catch.
Young, the pass to Jovic. Kick out to Edwards. And stolen by Caruso. And it's flushed down.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Minnesota calls timeout. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
You have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Porzingis misses.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
High arcing shot. Counted. Johnson's got his second bucket on the night.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Edwards, the pass to Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Pass to Filipowski.
2 minutes remaining.
Vincent outside.
2 minutes.
The Pistons need to get one up quick. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Vincent. Here's Bailey. Bagley down low. The shot, no good. Vincent outside. Knocked loose. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Over Bagley. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mamukelashvili's got 5. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Vincent. That shot wide open. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Here's Edwards following the score by Minnesota. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Watson, Hamidou Diallo.
Off the inbound pass. Buries it from 3. Mamukelashvili's got 5 points now this quarter.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for Minnesota. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
You got it. Trey, what's been the key to your effort so far?
Just playing hard. We're playing hard right now. They made a lot of shots, and we got to do better at making it tougher for them.
Got to keep the fight going. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
They've been knocking it down from 3. You have to give the playmakers credit for consistently finding the open guy. And then, of course, the shooters have delivered. If they keep it up, they're going to be tough to beat.
Check. What'd you think about the Pistons?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent's shooting over 60%. They're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Miller is out there with Lou Dort. And then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Detroit with the ball, following the score by Minnesota. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mamukelashvili. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking.
Off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Ricochet, he's checked in for Minnesota. Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. Here goes Trey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Well, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Now here's Young. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Jovic. Clock at 6. He shoots it. Jump shot is good. Jovic has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. You look at Kristaps Porzingis. What a contribution.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
Allen, he's checked in for Detroit. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Miller. And he lobs it up top. Allen can't get it to go.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Right wing. Now here's Edwards. Caruso grabs the board. Pistons trail by 7. Inside, Miller uses the glass to finish the layup. Miller's got 8.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Everybody makes some noise for your Piston dancer.
And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. You look at Gilgeous-Alexander, active hands. He's second in the NBA in steals. And, of course, Alex Caruso, a guy who will swipe the ball from you. Top 5.
These two struck fear into their opponents last year. Able to force so many steals, they're a problem for opposing offenses.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Here's Dort. Following the score by Minnesota. And here's Caruso outside. Rebound Minnesota. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Young. Fearless Trae Young.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Pass to Miller. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards looking for an opening. And here's Young. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Jovic. Shoots over Allen. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Detroit calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
Outside Watson. Tipped away. And here's Edwards. No made baskets yet. The shot misses. Ooh, good D by Bagley. Here's Bailey. The Pistons clear it. Edwards with it. Shots blocked.
2 minutes.
Pass to Young. Inside, it's Trae Young. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Shot clock at 3, and Edwards puts up a deep 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Bagley passes to Diallo. Here's Bailey. Over Edwards. Bailey's shot is off.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Johnson against Diallo. Pass to Bailey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bailey's got his first 2 points of the night.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Edwards. Deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Bagley touched it last.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Bagley passes to Watson. There's Young with the 3, and that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Minnesota in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And don't go far. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Rizachet out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Marvin Bagley. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Carrington in at the point. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanted to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Here's Bagley. Pass to Carrington. And it's in there. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Dort outside. Pulls it. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Dort's got his first points in this one. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Carrington. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Goes up on the baseline. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Such raw shooting ability for Rizachet in his first year.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Out left to the wing. The 3 from Rizachet. Pure from 3-point range. Rizachet's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Miller. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go. No good there. Off the double clutch.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And Rizachet gets it to go.
Yeah, great look for Rizachet. Close in, gets it done.
Vincent outside. Here's Mamukelashvili. The shot's good.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's Carrington. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Bagley. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. Detroit has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Now Vincent. Here's Mamukelashvili. He's covered by Bagley. Fades and shoots. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mamukelashvili's got 6 points in the quarter. Minnesota calls timeout. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
This here was a gutsy performance from him in front of a tough crowd. The fans were on his back, and it never got to him. If anything, it motivated him more. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Minnesota with possession here. The Timberwolves lead by 17. And Edwards puts up a deep three. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. And we see him do this time and time again.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Up top, Young. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Young can't hit. Pistons trail by 15. To the inside, Miller. And there's the rejection. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jovic to the middle. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Substitution on the
They trail by 17. A minute 31 left in the fourth. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Filipowski, he's checked in for Allen. Mamukelashvili comes in for Miller. Edwards, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Johnson in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mamukelashvili. 6 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. The three ball. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Watson passes to Bagley. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight. How satisfying was it to get this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting the win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Thanks, Trey. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
I'm tryna get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about the amount. Be like on the shade room. YBS Quinn, that's it that make the trade boom. For real, can't wait for my to hit. That's it. YBS way too hot for all this. We lit. Young volume, speaking that fact. Oh, I'm the voice. All my in can't turn my